Now live. Okay, over the next 2 or 3 minutes, what I would like to demonstrate is a quick overview of the administrator panel, or the SA as we call it. Just to give you a quick understanding on how here on the left hand side, the feature set of the administrator panel, basically how easy it is to actually set up the system if you're doing that manually. Now, the next stage of what we're doing would be to offer schools the ability to use third-party applications, meaning your student information system to manage our system using your existing SIS system. But here's the basic overview of how the administrator panel works. Step one is to set up your term scheduling times. As you can see, I've created times here from 8:30 in the morning to 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So basically what that's doing, it's giving all school staff or anyone that's been entered into the system complete visibility over all student devices between 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. Automatically the school staff then are locked out of the system after 3:30 in the afternoon when school finishes. And if you do involve the parents, the technology then switches over to the parents. The parents then have complete visibility over their own kids, the devices their own kids are using, all the way through to the next morning at 8:30, and then the system switches back over to the school. So if I just quickly save that. And once you've set up your terms, you've created time scheduling within your terms, it's just a matter of then creating your class sets. I mean, it's a really simple system to set up. The same thing applies for students. As you can see, this test account here, we've got a number of students. There's two options. You can choose school and parent access, meaning if you are involving the parents, it's just a matter of creating an account. So student name, the student email address, the class that that student is associated with, then the parent name and the parent email address. Or if you're treating Visible Internet as a standalone system, it's just a matter of the student name and email address and class. There's no needs for the parents. So once you've entered that data into the system, you do the same thing by creating the teacher's account. So as you can see here, it's the same thing. It's just a matter of uploading all the teacher data into the system. Same thing. You can do that to speed up the process. You can do that just off an Excel spreadsheet, and just a matter of uploading all that as a group. And then you'll see here on the left hand side again, you've got the analytic tool. So you can drill down, or you've got here in the system basically the school as a whole now, today or yesterday, this week. You can bring up the analytic and you can basically, it'll give you an overview of exactly what has occurred on all student devices, or you can do that on a class basis. So as you can see here, this particular class, you can see how many bullying, self-harm, social networking, or inappropriate, how many issues, or how many how many times the students have been flagged for viewing that particular content, or you can do that on an individual basis. So as you can see here, I'm just looking at Bill Brody, and then in the system you can start breaking that down. So we can start seeing times of day, how many times Bill Brody has been flagged for viewing age inappropriate content. And then inside the guides panel, inside here we've got a number of different tutorials and a number of different user manuals. So there's everything here from the school admin guide, and then how to install manually onto an iOS device or into an Android device, or on a Windows machine, a Mac computer, or a Chromebook. And up here on the top right hand side you can download the student apps manually. But again, there's another option. If we click here on device management, we have built an internal MDM, which is a mobile device management system we've built into the administrator panel, so you can deploy the Visible Internet student app onto any device using the internal MDM, which means you can totally automate the whole process. Okay, so if we there's a number of things we can do. We can drill down into the individual teacher. I'm just waiting for that to load. I can set access times on an individual basis. There's a number of things we can do for the individual student, which I'll cover later, but I'll just give you a broad overview. As you can see in the administrator panel, it gives you a complete view of everything this individual student has been viewing on the internet on all those different devices. And one of the really great features that we're strong believers in a collective approach. As you can see, we're continually striving to make the product better. So any ideas within reason, we welcome your feedback. It's just a matter of just giving us your ideas, and then send us your wish, and then naturally we will put that in a priority list, and then again, it's just a matter of time before we integrate all the different ideas we're receiving from all the schools that we're now working with. Okay, but that's the Visible Internet Administrator Panel, or the SA panel as we call it. And I now will leave you, and I'll join you again very soon. Thank you.